whether we're talking about abortion, which is a major issue. We're talking about murder. We're talking about the murder of babies in the womb. And you're talking about legitimizing that. Not just legitimizing it as we have done sadly in our culture, but actually it's come to the point, people are promoting it. I mean, they're glorying in it. So that's one issue. The issue of what's going to happen with our next generation of children regarding what they're being taught about sexuality and gender. This is a major, major issue. When I hear a politician running for president of the United States who is asked a question about whether an 8-year-old should be allowed to transition, and he doesn't immediately condemn that and disavow that, he in fact affirms that kind of freedom, even for young children, that is amazing to me. I, as a 57-year-old man now, I never thought I would see the day in our country where that was affirmed by someone running for president. It's amazing. How can you affirm that? When you talk about the celebration of all sorts of what the Bible would clearly characterize as sexual immorality, that which is abhorrent in the sight of God, an abomination to Him, and we, again, don't just allow for people to live that way by saying, well, we're going to leave people the freedom to do what they think they should do, but we're going to affirm it and celebrate it. And let that even be passed on in the form of public education and how we're going to train the next generation. These are monumental issues, which is why what we ought to identify as is not Republican or Democrat, but Christians. And what we're looking to do in every election, in my view, is I'm examining the platforms and I'm asking which of these is at least closest to a Judeo-Christian worldview versus an agnostic, atheistic worldview. And then I want to use whatever influence I have as a citizen on behalf of a culture that will represent the best atmosphere for my children and my grandchildren and my brothers and sisters in Christ and the work of the church as we head into the future. That's what I'm looking at. And that's what I would encourage every Christian to do, to think that way, to examine the issues that way, and to vote that way.